So in the background, as you can see, this is Mach1. It's made by Kogi and a team of...
We got 5 people on our team.
Hell yeah. So, first off, why don't you tell us what Mach1 is?
If you've ever played, like, anti-gravity racers, like F-Zero or something like, I don't know, Wipeout, it's like that on wheels. It's super fast-paced. You're going literally the speed of Mach 1. And, you know, realistic physics meets Mach speeds. It's a futuristic, death-defying race.
Alright. How does the game function as a whole?
It functions a lot like, if you've ever played F-Zero GX, it really stems functionality-wise pretty close to that as far as how it's laid out. But again, it's on wheels instead of hovercrafts.
Okay. What inspired you to make Mach 1?
So that would be more so on Blake's end. He is just really inspired by games like F-Zero GX, Extreme G, San Francisco Rush, and this is kind of like a conglomeration of all that in kind of just one new kind of idea.
Alright. What's it been like working on Mach 1?
I mean, dealing with typical Unity issues kind of hell, but that's just, like, it comes with the territory, I guess. Unity doesn't like going speeds this fast, especially when we're trying to, like, handle collisions, and it breaks a lot going that fast.
Okay. Let's see. What are you most proud about with Mach 1?
Being that I'm like the sole 3D modeler and VFX artist of the team, I've created a complete custom shader for the game called Fox Cell Shader, which I'm hoping to actually sell at some point on the Unity Asset Store because it's just like a really versatile and powerful cell shader that the entire game uses for its entire art style.
So everything we're seeing right now was created by you?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Does Mach 1 have a release date yet?
Not quite, but we're aiming for getting into early access on Steam by the end of this year. We are on Steam right now, so you can wishlist if anyone feels so inclined. But yeah, we're aiming for early access by the end of the year, and then from there, we're kind of feel it out and then kind of make a roadmap and plan everything out further.
Okay. How big do you think the game is going to be on release?
Not super big. We're estimating around 5 gigs or lower. We're going for a pretty low poly art style, so there's a lot of things that are. We want it to run on shit boxes.
Okay, badass. I was gonna follow up with what are the minimum required specs to run Mach 1?
So Blake has tested it on a Windows 7 computer. We are doing active testing on Steam decks as well. So like we do want it to be deck verified, and we're gonna have a native Linux build as well. But like realistically, being that I'm working on the VFX and the graphics, I want it to be able to run on the absolute minimum that like someone could reasonably use today. We were shooting for the Switch originally, so that was kind of the benchmark, but now that the Switch 2 is out, we're probably going to be aiming for that at some point.
That sounds like a plan. Will there be any DLCs or expansions post-launch?
So we are planning to have Steam Workshop at launch, which means at the very least there could be unofficial content through Steam Workshop. We do want to implement at some point, if it's possible, a rudimentary track editor in the game where people could make their own tracks using a spline-based system. So that would be really cool. But realistically, we'd like to bundle a modding SDK with the game to allow people to essentially just make their own content and put on Steam Workshop and just have everything integrate cleanly. As far as DLC goes, like there may be some down the line, but realistically, nothing's really planned right now. The Steam Workshop thing though is huge, so.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. Anybody could right now go to Steam, look up Mach 1, and wishlist it today. That should keep you with further updates, and give it a little follow as well. Kogi, thank you.
We're also on Blue Sky and Twitter as well, so if you want to follow there, we post a lot of updates and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, give us your socials real quick.
Oh, yeah, sure. So for our Twitter, it's Mach1Game, and Blue Sky is the same, mach1game.bluesky.social. So Yeah, follow us there, and that's where you can find all the updates for Mach 1.
Mach 1 looks like a fancy fucking game. Go wishlist it on Steam. I've been Lizard Legs. It's been 7 hours and 30 minutes. Kogi, thank you for coming out. I hope you all
Thanks
have
for
a
having
good
me.
morning,
Thanks for featuring
good
me.
evening, and good night. I'm gonna end the stream now. Goodbye.